Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie, today is a low energy day, but I wanted to put some makeup on, lift myself up a little bit, So I thought I'd share my low energy, no makeup routine with you guys. It makes me feel put together even when I'm not feeling it. It uses one brush and that's it. So nice and easy. And it's so easy to take off at the end of the day. Done. So if that sounds like the kind of routine you need on a rough day, stick around. I got you covered. Hi, my friend. Welcome to Fibro Furey Beauty. I'm Donna, a chronically ill, makeup-loving geek. And if you find makeup therapeutic like I do, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and join our Fibro Beauty community. Now let's get into the video and keep things easy. So the first thing I'm going to start with is a setting spray, and it's called Dew with 2 E's, hemp powered hydrating facial spray. I've never heard of this brand before, but I received it from a friend for Christmas present and I love it. So you have to shake it up. I use it to rehydrate my face. So my skincare has been on for a few hours, and it's always a good idea to rehydrate, especially with the foundation stick that I'm gonna use today. And so this spray can be used, I guess I gotta pin back my hair. Let's rehydrate the face. And this also just feels really good too. Oh, that feels so good. So let that sink in before you put your foundation on. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of slip around a little bit. So while we're letting that soak in, let's hydrate the lips because these babies are pretty dry. So I'm going to use the MAC lip gloss. It's in clear. It's a high shine, nourishing lip gloss that's pretty thick. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like coming out of the tube. Why are things not focusing right? Oh dear, it's all coming out. Dear God, Donna, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we got quite a bit there. Oh no. I'm gonna get those horrible strings, I know it. So this gives a high glass-like finish and it looks really nice too on its own, or you can pair it with a lip liner underneath or a lipstick and it gives a really nice glossy finish. So let's get into the foundation stick. So what I'm going to use is the Merit complexion stick. It can be used as a foundation or as a concealer. So I don't have much left. It's a cream stick. It's medium buildable coverage. There we go. Hopefully that's focusing because my eyes are blurry without my glasses. I don't have much left. That's all I've got. And what I'd like to do is eventually do a project pan, and this is definitely going to be it. So Merit is a clean beauty brand, and they're all about easy to use, sheer, kind of buildable coverage, but very natural looking. So if you're looking for products that are going to be really long wearing, like get you through an 8-hour day, this isn't the brand, but they fade away to something very natural and very pretty and it melts into the skin and it looks lived in. So if you like that look, I think you'll enjoy Merit products. That's why I really like them. My shade is Linen. I don't know if that's going to focus. And so there's a couple different ways to apply it. So that kind of brings me to the one brush that I told you about. It's also a Merit product. This is their #1 brush, and it's dense but soft, slightly tapered edge to it, and it is really soft. And I use this for all of their complexion products that I use. You can easily apply the foundation stick directly to your skin. So I'm going to try and cover up some of this redness here. I'll do half of my face, swiping it on, and I'm going to use it as my concealer as well. Now, you don't have to use a brush to blend this in. You can easily use your fingers. What I find when I use, when I swipe it on my face, I get more coverage, basically because I'm putting more product on. I don't have to put as much product on as I am, but that's kind of how I operate. So a good idea to get good coverage where you need it, and I need it more in the center of my face, is I kind of tap the product in or push it into the skin in the center. And then as I get to the edge, I kind of buff it out because I don't need as much coverage here. Cover up some of those veins. Linen isn't necessarily my best shade match. I did get color matched at Sephora, and they said bisque was actually my best shade match. So once I'm done this foundation, this is definitely one I would repurchase. And I just use the brush to blend it out too as my concealer under my eye. And I always do a little bit on my ear and down my neck, just because if it's not a good color match, then I don't want it to look, I want to look sort of cohesive. There, so how are we doing here? Pretty good, I think. A second way you can try to apply it, and a makeup artist on YouTube, Julia Adams, I'll link her channel below. She was the one that I got this idea from. So you just basically put it in the palm of your hand, and it also kind of warms it up a bit. It's a very creamy product, but it never hurts with a stick foundation, I find, to do that. And then just take your brush and prime the brush. Make sure it's all in the bristles there. And then let's do that on this side of my face. So same method, I'm just going to kind of push it into the skin in the center of my face to try and cover up some of my redness. And then blend it as I get to the perimeter of my face. And I'm not sure if you can really tell on camera, but this side definitely has more coverage and this one's a little lighter coverage. I find with priming the brush and putting the product in the palm of my hand actually gives me a way more natural look. It does look natural, but it gives me a way more natural look on this side and way more skin-like than this side, because I can go quite heavy-handed when I'm actually just applying the stick straight on my face. So it just depends on what kind of coverage you're looking for. So it shows your imperfections, but that's okay. Well, wait a second, imperfections. It shows, you know, your skin showing through. It doesn't cover everything. It's not a high coverage, and it's a natural kind of a look. I think to sort of keep things a little even, I'm just going to apply a little bit direct from the stick onto my face, especially just kind of in the center. And I'll do my eye. The other bonus of putting the product in your hand and priming the brush is that the product is a lot easier to blend. So you don't have to spend as much time actually blending the product on your face. So that can save a little bit of energy. There, how are we looking? I am going to just take my finger to try and blend out that complexion product around my eyes a little bit more. I should have rehydrated my under eyes because they get so dry. I actually don't have an eye cream. I'm out. So there's a problem. There, so how are we looking? I think that's pretty good so far. If you're enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, do you have a low maintenance or low energy, no makeup routine for your rough days? I'd be curious to know, do you have one particular product that like you absolutely can't do without? Mascara, lip gloss, maybe just throw on a little bit of blush. And let me tell you, on my low energy days, I don't always put makeup on. Okay, so the next product is gonna be a bronzer. And again, it's another Merit product. I love their packaging. Mine is in the shade Clay. I don't know if that will focus. And it's a very sheer, buildable cream bronzer in stick format. Here, is that gonna focus? There we go. And I'm just gonna apply it directly on the face. You could do the same thing, put it in the palm of your hand and prime the brush and apply it that way. But I'm gonna do this side. We're just gonna apply it right on the face, right on the cheek. And it's very blendable. So again, I just kind of tap it so that I'm not disturbing any of the foundation below. But I'm not too particular, so if I feel like I need to blend out an edge a little bit, I'm just going to do a light little buffing motion. And I'm okay with that. So because it's very blendable, you can overblend and then you won't really see anything, but you can build it up. So that's kind of a great thing about the Merit products is that they're sheer and they're buildable, but they're also very easily blended. So it doesn't take a lot of effort when you're not really feeling it. Let's do this one in the palm of the hand. I've never done the bronzer this way before. So that gives you a good swatch of the color. And then we'll prime the brush. And then let's tap her on this side. So you can see again, it's a really natural, very more light coverage application that way. But it looks very natural, in my opinion. So now, I don't know if we're slightly have more product on the other side. I think we do. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more there. And I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of bronzer up here because that's kind of where the sun would hit your face. And I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose because the sun would hit the nose as well. All right, let's clicker it up. For those of you that don't like ASMR, please disregard. And then usually on the forehead, I just kind of buff it out a little bit. And I'm just using light pressure. And then we'll blend out the bronzer that's on the nose. And I'm just gonna tap a little bit on my chin because the sun would hit there. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to rub across my eyelid, sort of try and get it in the crease a little bit more. Okay, so the next product is some blush. I like a little bit of color on my cheeks. So this is the Merit Flush Bomb blush, and this is in the shade Beverly Hills. And it is kind of a light peachy pink. Very pretty color. Again, it's very blendable. It's sheer. This color is somewhat buildable, but I find it's a lighter color. It's very emollient, same as the bronzer, if I didn't mention that. It's a very emollient product. And it has a natural, but I think quite a dewy finish as well, which is nice. So it adds a bit of glow. And I'm just gonna swipe that directly on the cheek. And then we'll tap it out. I'm just gonna do a little soft buffing motion and put a little bit on my eye too. How are we looking there? I don't know if you can tell, there's like, it gives a nice little glow, which I think is really pretty. So then on the other cheek, I'm gonna do, just continue the same thing. And this will give you a nice swatch of the color too. Put it in the palm of my hand. And then we're gonna just prime the brush. And then tap it on. Yeah, definitely putting the product in the palm of your hand and priming the brush takes way little effort. You don't really have to blend anything. It's more sheer for sure, less color payoff, but we're going for a natural, easy look anyway. I think to even it up, I'm just gonna add a little bit to my cheek directly on this one. I do have another color in the Merit Flush Bomb blushes, the shade Fox, and it's a deeper color, and I find it has a little more stain power just because it's a little deeper of a color. I would say it's kind of like a, not a rosy taupe sort of maybe. We'll put a little bit on the eyelid, touch across the nose. Actually, let's add a little bit, right there. And a little bit on the forehead, chin. The Flush Bomb is also safe to use on the lips. So we'll do that when we get to that part. I have another lip product too, but I'll show you what that looks like on the lips. As with any of these steps, they're all optional, of course. It's only based on what your energy level is like. But I love to do eyeshadow, but I like it quick and easy when I've got little energy. And two of my favorite things with eyeshadow, sparkle and an olive green color. So the Hourglass eyeshadow. It's a scattered light glitter eyeshadow in the shade Vivid. Covers all those bases for me. So this just makes me really happy. It's a powder eyeshadow, a really lightweight powder. I keep the little stopper on it. And that's the color there. So pretty. I love that. And I'll swatch it. It's really soft, really soft. So that's the color there. Let's swatch it in my hand. So pretty. It just catches the light so nicely. And you can blend it out. Like you can see down here, you can blend it out so it's not too dark. If you want it really sheer, you can do that. Or if you want to build it up, you can as well. And I'm not even going to use a brush. I'm going to use my finger. Super soft. And then I don't care about being too precise. And I'm just going to tap it in the middle of my lid. And then spread it across my mobile lid. And then I'm going to take another finger with no shadow and just kind of blend it up and feather out that edge. And I've got hooded eyes, so sometimes you don't even really see the color at all. I haven't perfected how to actually do eyeshadow so that you actually notice it quite a bit. I'm going to use my other finger here and put it on this one. That one's got a bit more of a deeper, I used a bit more product, so let's add more over there. And I find there's no fallout with this, which is nice, because especially if you do your eyes last, you don't want a lot of fallout that you got to wipe away and then kind of retouch what's under your eye. Smart thing to do is to do eyes first, but ooh, I got that one way high. All right, let's try and blend that out a little bit more. There. So I think that looks quite pretty. It does catch the light really nicely. I love that shadow. That's one of my absolute favorites. Like I say, olive green, sparkle. Love it. So the next step, sometimes I don't do mascara, but today I'm going to. I'm using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. It's black. And the bonus of this is it's a tubing mascara, so it washes off with warm water. You don't have to scrub at your lashes. It doesn't take, you know, a double wash or a double cleanse to get it off. You just need warm water, that's it. And that wand is so thin and slender, it's ideal for doing bottom lashes. So I'm just gonna do the top lashes today because that's all I've got energy for. And I'm gonna hope A, I don't poke myself in the eye, and B, smudge it all over the place. And any smudging that I get on my lid is user error, not the product. I gotta steady that hand. I got a little smudging there on my top lid, but that's okay. Once it dries, and the key is to let it dry, I just take a little hard bristled like eyeliner brush and just scrape it off. So there's one eye, top lashes done, and one eye with no mascara. So now we'll do the other eye, finish it off so it looks symmetrical. And you could choose to curl your lashes if you have the energy to do that. I do not own an eyelash curler. I have a thing with eyes that freaks me out, and I'm afraid of using an eyelash curler. And again, I smudged it a little bit there. Do I care? No. Am I gonna fix it? No. I'm just using this as an example, but of course, the lip gloss is perfectly fine and the look is finished. I'm actually gonna take off that lip gloss before I put on anything new. My lips feel hydrated. And what I'm going to use, I wanted to show you guys the Beverly Hills blush shade on the lips. And you don't even need a mirror. And done. And now, the one I wanted to show you was the another Merit product, Merit Signature Lip Lipstick in the shade Ginger. Gorgeous packaging. Love, love Merit's packaging. And this is in the shade Ginger. Nice satisfying sound. And there's the color. So it's like a soft peach color. So the Merit Signature lips are a soft satin natural finish. They're lightweight, buildable like all of Merit's products are. To me, it seems a little more hydrating than some other satin lipsticks that I've used before. So let's wipe off the Beverly Hills shade. Goes on a lot like a lip balm. So that's just sort of one swipe on the bottom lip. And it's hydrating, and I find this does not dry out my lips at all. So it's a very soft color, or you can build it up. There. A really nice soft look. Ready? Let's see what kind of a job I did. Let's take out the hair. Take out the clips, I mean. And put the glasses back on. There. So I think that's a pretty nice look. And this will fade nicely and naturally, and it kind of melts into the skin, and you get a nice kind of dewy, glowy, lived-in look, which I love, especially for a low energy day. And it just looks pretty and makes me feel good. So just keep in mind, you can skip any of these steps. I'd recommend, if you have the energy, do your skincare. That's the best thing you can do for your skin. And sunscreen. Just make sure you do what's right for your energy level and what makes you feel good. So if you made it to the end, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It would help out my channel a lot, and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know what's your one product that you kind of can't do without, even on your low energy days. If you'd like a peek at my makeup collection, I've got a video called Makeup Therapy where I go through some of my products and do a get ready with me. I'll leave that linked in the description box below. So remember, guys, pace yourselves and keep going. Bye, Fibro Beauties. See you next time.